Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Greg. I'm going to go over ICP or Internet Computer with you guys. So I'm going to go ahead and update this. We have more data with it. So actually looks pretty good. It formed a bottom right here, guys, more than likely, or at least a local bottom right here. So one reason I'm going to do this too, did a little snooping around the tubes and the internet. There's a little bit more chatter about ICP recently too, especially from old BitBoy over there. So a lot of his followers, large following. You probably maybe have a FOMO wave over here potentially, guys. But I'll be willing to admit, I thought maybe there was a bottom right here for ICP, and it went all the way back down, broke the low, came back out. So my fault. That was a screw up, but looks like it's going to be right here. And this is a nice five-wave move that it did right there, guys. Okay. You can see clearly in the RSI that that's it. You see this came down here, went up for that fifth, and then came back down, and it's reset that whole cycle. So more than likely, you either have A, B, and it's going in for a C, or you have 1, 2. So this is a really good area to be in. Check out ICP, guys, because if this is a third wave, okay, there could be some pretty substantial gains. And this is the overall chart. This has been beat down. A lot of people are looking this. They would be, you can see it was all the way up here at $500 more or less. Have quite a few people that would be really, really scared to buy something like this, guys. But you look at the thing here. Once ICP busts past $9.70, it'll probably tag its head onto those areas, about $15 in that area on a shorter term play, going into the summer. It's just going to depend. It's pretty speculative right now. It's been beat down pretty good. I do think the potential upside is there for internet computer, guys, just because the chart right now, you got a good chart. This is clean. This is a clean chart, guys. It's one thing I like about crypto. Crypto makes, especially the smaller cap cryptos, not Bitcoin and Ethereum and maybe some of the other ones like Binance, they're not so clean. This is clean. You get a five-wave move. You got that's a three-wave pullback, by the way. I checked that out. It looks like it's just a 5, but it's 3. Okay. And then boom, it could get out of there. So 5-wave back down here. Let's just check that wave, see what we going on in the 2-hour. Check that wave, see what it did, see if it made an impulse move out of there. It looks like you may have one. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then up for a 5. More than likely, guys, right there. It did rip off. Yeah, 5-wave move there. So you got a 1, 2 right there. A 1 and a potentially a 2 and going in over here. So you got a 1, a wave 1 here. Okay. You just want to make sure it maintains this low. If it breaks $4.50, then this could have been potentially a third wave, guys. So let me go to a 4-hour chart. Check this out real quick. You can see the connector wave right here, guys. Just to show you guys, it's right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here's your connector wave. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that's a 3-wave move. It just dumped. It was a massive dump too. This thing dumped, what was it, about 45%. So a nice dump, and it reset the cycle. So you go to the daily, you check it, you see it reset the cycle down there, guys. So it did a good job of resetting, giving hidden bullish divergence, telling you the trend is probably going to continue to the upside. Okay. So here's the thing. We got to check out the correction. And let me go to a 2-hour chart. 2-hour chart on ICP. And I'd say like this right here looks like a flat, guys. It looks like a flat. Your 3-wave move, a 3-wave move, and then your 5. That's a flat. It's a flat. So you can see here 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then back down in that area, guys. Let me check it out on the RSI right here. 1, 2, your 3, your 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and then maybe down to those areas, guys. So it's having a deep correction. It's having a deep correction, just like so. Your 3, your 3, and your 5. Okay. Let me put that on. Let me check put it on. correction. I put it red and put it back to micro, just like so. And it might just make a regular flat. So you take that and then boom, we're okay to go. So right now it's a regular flat area. It could be done in this area, guys, but don't be surprised if it gets down to these numbers, okay? And like I said, once it gets down there, okay, we'll make sure it maintains this low over here, okay? Which more than likely it probably is. Let's check it out on a 12-hour chart. See up, coming back down, momentum slowing down. Let me check it on a daily. Let's see, up, and it's coming back around. So yeah, that's what you want to check out with ICP, that it maintains that area, guys. Okay. You know, now you always can do an alternative. If you have a 1-2 and this is a 1-2 for flat, you know, you can wait for another one over here. It might do another one, 1-2, and then you see it'll maintain this area, guys. So more than likely, ICP is going to maintain this $4.60 if that was the end of the correction too. So other thing is too, you might want to be aware of is it can do a double correction. Okay. So what can happen is here with ICP, and it seems like it would take, this would be a long time. How long has this been a correction? Since the 14th of March, and now we're at the 25th. So what I mean by double correction is that you can have A, B, and then back down for C. And then you might see it whiz up over here real quick. Boom, 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 even break highs again. And then you got another correction. It's going to be back over here. Boom, 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 and maintains all that, okay? So what you would have, let me put that line on there. I'll show you. You have, it makes WXY, extends the correction, just like so, guys. So that's where people get frustrated with trading, is it does, you know, here's your X and it comes down for a Y and it does a massive flat, just like so. It could do something like that. But then you're over here, if it does that, maintains that low, it does a massive flat, you know, it can rip over there because it took so much time. Usually that's a good signal too. You got a wave 1 and then a long drawn out wave 2. Normally 2s are not flats, but they can be flats. I've shown them on previous videos. Veracity made a wave 1 and a massive 6-month flat. And it's a good signal for a massive move over here too. This is all speculation. I'm just letting you guys know that this on this area can happen. So don't expect it, you know, all the time. So if the macro environment, what I'm saying is the macro environment was different, and maybe there's a little more liquidity and the Fed wasn't like so aggressive with things right now, yeah, I would say go down and then it's going to rip. But under the circumstance, I'm going to say, okay, maybe it's going to play games for a while, go up. You know, if you get in here, you know, you can trade that and then you come back down, you can pick it back up again too, guys. So, you know, there's a few options there. You know, I'm just letting you guys know that I make these some videos sometimes, and here's the end of a correction does not mean it's going to rip right there. It could go into a double correction, guys. So that's where some people get a little bit messed up. But otherwise, with ICP, guys, it looks really, really good. So here's your options on the overall trend. Okay, up in 5, and it's coming back down in 3, and you have 1, 2, and it could go in a 3, or it could do a double correction in this area, hang out a little bit longer, and then finally go into a 3. But either way, or a C wave. Here's your 2 options. You got up into an A, back down to a B, wherever the B is going to end, and then your C can go up like that. And the C wave can extend just as long as a third wave. The C waves in cryptos are usually 1-to-1, okay? Same length as a wave, A wave, or it's going to be 1.618 length of times the A wave, okay? That's very common. Or you have another option. It would be wave 1 and then back down for a 2, where the 2 is going to end and it's going to go into that 3, 4, 5. Okay. Personally, what do I think it's going to do based on Bitcoin and what Bitcoin is doing? And I think it's going up quite a bit more. You know, I talk about the $40,000 number for Bitcoin. You have a good shot that this is going to be doing a third wave over here, in my opinion. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And then it'll probably be the area, if it is a third wave, be hitting its head on this area right here, guys, right in this area. That's where it'll start hitting its head. That's probably where the third wave target is. Just taking, get a logarithmic. Let's say that's wave 1, and it came down for wave 2. There you go. You see, there's 1.618 right in that area, guys. So that's the area that more than likely it'll be hitting its head on. So it'll probably peak up and then it'll come back down into a correction and be below that area again on that wave. And that's those are really, really decent gains, guys. 2.5, 250, 300% or something like that is potential. Okay. But remember this, guys. It can hang out in here, do a double correction and go like this and, whatever, and then finally get out of there. Okay. That's what happens with the environment that we're in right now. People are getting bored out of the market. They're getting frustrated. And that's what markets do. Believe me, it happens to me. I am getting like frustrated, freaking Chili's, man. Look at Chili's is hanging down in there. I know one of those days it's going to pop. It's like, how much longer are you going to wait? So, then like some people are like, forget that one. Chili's, I'm going to go over to ICP because I think it's going to pop faster. So the next thing you know, you're sitting over here waiting for ICP. And then if you move your funds from Chili's over to ICP, then Chili's takes ripping. I already know. That's happened to me, man. So be careful sometimes. You start missing it. That's happened to me before more than once. I'm like moving it over here. And once I move it, it goes. So just be careful. Sometimes that can happen. And sometimes it works too. So like, it just kind of depends, guys. It works. So you move it and then you're like, oh, wow, look at that pumped. And you feel good. And you're like, oh yeah, look, man, give me a freaking dose of hopium. And then you're like, yeah, there it goes. It's pumping. It works sometimes, but sometimes it doesn't. You're like, dang. If you made it all the way to the end, do me a huge favor, drop a like, hit the subscribe button. Peace.